Welcome aboard. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Cody.
This is Breaking Sterile.
A show about flight attendants at a major American international airline where professionalism is the baseline.
We're professional.
Too, yeah. Professionalism.
But I worked for a small commuter airline called Compass. I can say Compass because it's not around anymore.
Yeah.
So shout out to my Compass peeps. And I was based in LAX, where I was living in LA.
But how do you say it, though?
Compass?
Is it?
Why? What am I saying wrong?
Isn't it compass? Like you're looking at a compass?
That is what Compass.
It's because you're from the Northeast, that's why.
Okay.
A little airline with animals on the tail.
Oh, yes.
Back in the day, though, it was much different than what it is now. And I did everything from customer service all the way up through in-flight management. And that was lovely. And then I went to a different airline in, also based out of Burbank, but a little more
Higher end.
higher end, yeah. And worked for them, which was lovely. And I worked with them in management during COVID as well as catering, because that's what you want to do is worry about catering during COVID, when there's nothing around.
Touching food.
Yeah, touching food. And whoever you walk up to the desk with is your roommate. And I looked at him and he looked at me and he goes, "Are you clean?" And I said, "OCD." He goes, "Perfect." And that was the beginning of this. And then we became codependent because that's what we did.
Well, that's what happens in training.
Yeah. And
We walked into, that first day we walked into this giant ballroom where they had a big, huge presentation. And you remember everybody was clapping and excited?
well, everyone's so excited. Like you get there, and because your dreams of becoming an international stewardess are about to become reality, kind of. And so everyone's excited to be there, and then like flash forward like 2 weeks, and you're just like, "Oh Jesus, why am I here?
Right.
Like why did I do this to myself?"
And our trainers were, feigned excitement. I mean, I'm sure they were excited, but the first thing they said is, "This is the class that isn't going to lose anybody, and everybody here is going to graduate. We're not going to lose one person." And then
And Matt and I look at each other and we're like, "Sure."
Well, no, what actually happened was this one woman stood up in front of us and was whooping and hollering and clapping. And I looked at you and I said, "She'll be the first one gone." And the next day she was not there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her, but I called it.
In a situation where you're under stress from day one.
I know you are bonding with people.
Yeah, 100%. But that's my point. Is that you're going to meet people and bond in a different way than if you would just say like meeting someone for the first time.
Yeah, but I didn't need more friends, Cody.
You're welcome. You'd be walking into training and like all of a sudden somebody would disappear.
Yes.
Wow. Like they'd come with you on the bus to the training center, and then they walk through the front door, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Right.
And I mean, that was probably the one that got rid of the most people. But I mean, next was doors.
Yes. You know what I didn't like was all the emergency equipment. Like, we have so many oxygen bottles.
So many different types.
There's one airplane that we fly, our biggest one, that has like a gabillion oxygen bottles in the middle of the plane stored somewhere. And I get it, but I'm also like, that's a lot of oxygen bottles.
Well, it's a lot of people.
Yeah. And they all do different things, the oxygen bottles. That was one of the things I did not like. And you had to get 80, so on all our written tests, you had to get 80% or above.
Right.
And if you didn't, you could have one retake. And if you failed a second time, you were out. Right? Wasn't that it?
Yep.
And then you had to get 90% or above on the final.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Which was very stressful.
Just
The written
anxiety
file.
already.
That was, yeah. Everything was anxiety written. But, I think the best part about training with you was that we always knew that we would end up eating somewhere at the end of the day. There was a little Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, that was the good thing about being roommates with you is that we had already been through this before. We were both older than the average person there.
Yes.
And we didn't get involved in all the
drama,
after school drama.
And I didn't even know there was drama or sexual intrigue.
Not between us.
No.
No.
But there was stuff going on.
Yeah, but it's just you don't. I was there because I mean I left my previous company. They had no job. If I screwed up and got fired, I'm out of a job. I have no money, and I was there to take that risk because I was not about to fail. This
Failing was not an option.
no, absolutely not. Crying was typical.
I don't think I cried. Did I?
Once.
Once?
Yeah,
Because I was just
stressed out.
stressed out.
Yeah.
I did say after training ended that I will. Well, when training ended and they were doing graduation, I actually asked if we had to go to graduation. Like, what's the point? Like, can I just leave and go home? Like now that, but you have to get your wings. And my friend from my previous airline, not Compass, but the one that will not be mentioned, he came to pin me, so I couldn't actually get out of it. I just wanted it to be over.
And your new best friend was the class speaker.
Oh, that's right. And you could probably watch it on YouTube.
You sure can.
And
can.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it was fine. I just wanted. Didn't they give champagne out to us
Yeah, in our uniform.
in our uniform? Which was the first indication of the ironies and conflicts and discrepancies associated with working as a flight attendant.
Yeah.
They say one thing, they do another.
I'm like, here, welcome. Here's champagne, and then you're like, can I drink this? I don't. What am I supposed to? Is this a test?
All right.
Am I gonna get fired if I take this? Oh well, that's our descent.
Thanks for flying with us. Behind every uniform is a real human doing their best at 35,000 feet.
Be kind to your crew.
Hydrate. We don't just fly the world.
We live in it.
Sterile keeps us safe.
Breaking it keeps us human. This has been Breaking Sterile.
Goodbye.